home. Oh my home, oh my home. When shall I see my home? When shall I see my I will never forget
Internet displaced persons or IDPs are people who have been forced to flee or to leave their homes or place of habitation. Around the world today, across more than 50 countries, there are an estimated 27.1 million internally displaced persons as a result of conflict. At least half of these internally displaced persons are mostly children. There is no child more vulnerable in the world today than a child displaced by war. They are forced to leave home and community behind, fleeing for safety, and left home to cater for themselves. They are at high risk of frequent sexual assault, abuse from adults, sometimes even by the aid workers or peacekeeping agents sent to protect them. They are exploited for material gain, forced to become prostitutes or laborers. They languish without education or adequate food and clean water, also a decent place to sleep, where they find themselves in most cases. Sometimes in the chaos of war and conflict, displaced children who become separated from their families are unable to indicate where they came from. They end up alone on street, vulnerable to the worst form of abuse, and placed in orphanage that are barren of resources.
My mother told me, let us go. I've put my money for my telling to come, before I went to go dead. I came from Michika local government under Adamawa until 2014. I came this year.
Well, this is Beatrice Adamu. He said he came from Goza. He's one of the unaccompanied children. As such, these unaccompanied minors are in desperate need of protection and assistance, which should come primarily from national authorities and international community.
Managing them is usual or is expected. Anytime there is a displacement, we expect to have this number of people coming unaccompanied. That means they don't have either of their parents with them or any relation that is close. Usually, as I said, displacement of this nature, especially in armed conflict situation, when it happens, people leave. Sometimes it happens the parents are not even close, so the children just follow the bandwagon. And when we come across them in the camp, what we do usually is that we have already made provision before even they come to provide them with the necessary care. By as soon as we register them, we try to identify them with a foster father or a foster mother. If a male child, we try to keep him under the company of a male, and a female lady, we give her a foster mother.
However, the right of these displaced children need to be recognized and provided with. It is essential for them to require shelter, a place to sleep, food, water, and a medical care. They also need to have access to education, to be able to go to school and have better opportunity to become great in society. The trauma caused being on the road, traveling from long distance and looking for a safe place is rather difficult to overcome, especially when they lack elderly support and psychological support.
We are giving them a good consideration separately, because in order to calm them down and settle their mind, so we attach some of them with some women and men for counseling and as a caregiver.
Furthermore, once out of danger of warfare, the process of healing, reclaiming their rights, and rebuilding their lives should be the next step to make them regain back their former status. However, to improve in empowering such displaced children is to support them at all levels, consulting with them and soliciting their participation in a manner that suits their understanding and reality. The right to information, participation and consultation is perhaps as vital to many children's emotional and physical well-being. The condition of the children in the camps should make the government and its agency come to terms with the reality that insurgency is not only attacking the present but also the future of the nation that these children represent.
These kids, the moment we don't give them the good background, we expect to have an explosive future generation. That is why we've tried as much as we can. Those within the education age, we have successfully registered them back to school.
Here with me are some of the internally displaced children, and most of them here are unaccompanied children that are here in the camp without their parents. Tenimo Lenike, 26 Weekend Farm.